Wolves attack a helpless baby Mustang. But what happens next will leave you speechless. The wilderness is both breathtaking and brutal. It is a world where only the strongest survive, where the law of nature decides who lives and who perishes. In this vast, untamed land, a fragile life struggles against impossible odds. A baby Mustang, lost and alone, unaware of the danger lurking in the shadows. The sun hangs low in the sky, casting golden light over an endless stretch of wild grasslands. Rolling hills rise and fall like ocean waves, their beauty deceiving. This is not a place of comfort. It is a battlefield where life fights every second to hold on. The wind howls through the valley, carrying the scent of something primal. The ground, cracked from the scorching heat of the day, will soon turn to ice under the freezing grip of night. There are no fences, no human hands to offer protection, only the raw, merciless forces of nature. This is the wild where the weak are hunted and the strong remain only by proving their strength. And in this harsh world, a single life stands alone, fragile and exposed. A small figure moves uncertainly across the valley, its steps wobbly, its breath quick and uneven. It is a young Mustang, barely a few days old. Its coat, still fluffy from birth, is streaked with dust. Its legs, though long, tremble beneath its weight, not yet strong enough to run for long distances. The foal's large, dark eyes scan the land, searching, hoping. But there is no sign of the herd. No soft neighs of its mother calling it back. No protective wall of older Mustangs to shield it from danger. A painful truth settles in. The foal is completely alone. It lets out a weak, desperate whinny, its small voice barely carrying through the vast openness. But the only answer is silence. The world around it remains still, indifferent to its cries. Hunger gnaws at its belly, but fear grips it tighter. Every instinct tells it to move, to keep searching for safety. But where? The world is too big, too empty. It doesn't know which way to go. And then, a sound, a rustling in the grass. The foal freezes, its heart pounding. It is not alone, but this is not the presence it was hoping for. From the shadows of the tall grass, glowing amber eyes pierce through the dimming light. Low, controlled breathing, silent movements, each step careful, calculated. The hunters have arrived. A pack of wolves, lean and hungry, emerges like ghosts from the wilderness. Their fur blends into the dry grass, making them nearly invisible. They move without a sound, their bodies sleek and built for the chase. Their eyes are locked onto the foal. They see what it does not, its weakness, its exhaustion, its vulnerability. The foal takes a hesitant step back. The wolves do not react. They do not need to rush. They know how this ends. The leader of the pack, a large, battle-scarred wolf, lowers its head, muscles coil like a spring ready to snap. The others spread out, moving into formation, surrounding their prey from all sides. There is no escape. The foal's breathing turns into sharp, panicked gasps. It knows it must run. But where? Its legs, still untrained, will not carry it fast enough. Its herd is gone. There is no one to save it. The first wolf moves closer, its growl barely a whisper in the air. The foal's body tenses. The wolf's muscles tighten. Then, a deafening sound shatters the silence. A sound so powerful, so unexpected, that even the wolves hesitate. A deep, furious neigh echoes across the valley, followed by the thunderous pounding of hooves against the earth. Something is coming, something powerful, and the wolves are no longer the only hunters here. The foal's heart pounds like a drum inside its fragile chest. It can sense the danger, the weight of predatory eyes locked onto it, the silent language of death in the way the wolves move. Every muscle in its tiny body is screaming, "Run." But where? The air is thick with tension, an invisible force pressing down, suffocating, making every second stretch into eternity. The wolves move with eerie patience, their steps careful, deliberate. There is no rush. They have done this before. The pack knows how to break a prey's spirit before the final strike. A shudder runs through the foal's delicate frame. Its young mind, still learning the ways of survival, is torn between two instincts: fight or flee. But what chance does it have? It has no mother to shield it, no herd to protect it. Its tiny hooves scrape against the dry earth, shifting uncertainly as its instincts war with its fear. Every part of its body is urging it to move, to flee for its life. Yet deep inside, a voice whispers, it is too late. The foal lets out a desperate whinny, a final plea to a mother who will never come. The wolves answer with silence, and then with movement. Like shadows creeping under the cover of twilight, the wolves tighten their formation. Their steps are fluid, their eyes sharp, locked onto their prey with unbreakable focus. Each wolf moves in perfect sync, a deadly dance rehearsed countless times. The foal stumbles backward, but there is no escape. One wolf blocks the path behind. Another edges closer from the side. The leader of the pack, its fangs bared just enough to glisten in the fading light, steps forward. It does not lunge. It doesn't need to. The foal is already paralyzed by terror. The young Mustang's breath quickens, nostrils flaring. It lowers its head as if sensing the inevitable. The leader crouches, ready to strike. A final heartbeat of silence. Then, a deafening roar shatters the air. The ground trembles under a force far greater than the wolves. The wilderness has just awakened its fiercest protector. The foal stands frozen, its tiny frame trembling. The wolves inch closer, their amber eyes gleaming with hunger. This is it, the inevitable moment where nature decides its fate. There is no one to stop what is coming, or so it seems. Then, just as the lead wolf tenses its muscles for the final lunge, boom! A sound like rolling thunder explodes across the valley. It is so powerful, so commanding, that it stops everything in its tracks. Even the wind seems to hold its breath. The foal's wide, terrified eyes flicker with confusion. The wolves hesitate, ears flicking toward the distant sound. Their formation wavers for the first time. Predators are fearless, until they are no longer the biggest threat. A second later, the earth beneath them begins to tremble. The wolves, battle-hardened and ruthless, are no strangers to this sensation. It is not the foal causing this. It is something much, much bigger. The pack glances at each other. Then, in perfect unison, their heads snap toward the horizon. Something is coming, something unstoppable. The low, rhythmic pounding grows louder. The earth quivers beneath the foal's unsteady legs. Dust rises in the distance, swirling into the sky like a storm rolling in. The wolves' confident stance falters. They sniff the air, sensing the shift in power. Their once assured prowl turns into hesitant steps. Their ears press flat against their heads, their bodies tense. They have been the hunters until now, but something is telling them. They may have just become the hunted. And then the source of the thundering sound comes into view. A dark silhouette moving with terrifying speed. A towering figure of muscle and rage, hooves hammering the earth like war drums. A wild stallion. His black mane whips against the wind, his nostrils flaring as he charges like a force of nature itself. His eyes burn with fury, locked onto the pack that dares threaten his kind. The wolves are deadly, but even they know this is not a battle they can win. The stallion's enraged neigh splits the air, a battle cry so fierce that the lead wolf takes an uncertain step back. The pack is experienced, but their prey has never fought back like this before. The foal stares, stunned. This is not just any horse. This is a warrior of the wild. The wolves make their decision. They run. They turn, slinking back into the shadows, their hunger overcome by self-preservation. The leader hesitates a moment longer, its fangs still bared, its instincts telling it to fight. But then the stallion rears up, his massive hooves slicing the air with enough force to crush bones. That is the final warning. With a low growl of frustration, the leader turns and vanishes into the tall grass. The foal blinks, its breath ragged. It had been seconds away from death, but now with it is safe. The stallion snorts, lowering his head to inspect the trembling foal. His dark eyes soften. There is no doubt he recognizes the scent. This is not just a random foal. This is one of his own. For the foal, the nightmare should be over, but fear still grips its tiny heart. It doesn't understand what just happened. It doesn't know where to go. It only knows one thing. It wants its mother, and then, as if the universe itself had heard its silent prayer, the wind carries a sound through the valley, a sound both strong and gentle, a mother's call. The foal's ears perk up. It knows that voice. It knows it deep within its bones. From the crest of the hill, a mare appears, her coat dusty, her muscles tense from the frantic search. Her eyes, filled with both desperation and hope, scan the land until they lock onto the foal. The baby Mustang lets out a shrill, desperate whinny, and the mother runs. She gallops down the slope, her hooves kicking up dirt, her speed fueled by the most powerful force in nature, a mother's love. The stallion steps aside, watching as she rushes past him. His role is complete. He came to protect. Now she has come to heal. The foal stumbles forward on unsteady legs, closing the distance as fast as it can. And when they finally reach each other, the mother nudges her baby with such tenderness, such fierce relief that for the first time that day, the foal no longer feels afraid. It is safe, it is home. The tension in the air is so thick it feels almost suffocating. The wolves hover at the edges of the battlefield, their powerful bodies low to the ground, their eyes flicking between their prey and the towering force that has just arrived. They are ruthless hunters, but they are not reckless. They weigh their chances, calculating the odds. And the odds have shifted. A full-grown stallion is not an easy opponent. If he is part of a herd, then the wolves are already outmatched. But even alone, he is a formidable force, a wall of muscle and rage, faster than any of them, stronger than they could ever be. And most importantly, he is furious. The foal, once trembling and defenseless, now stands in the shadow of something far greater than itself. It is no longer alone, but the battle is far from over. The pack leader lowers his head, growling deep in his throat. His pack members shift uneasily. This was supposed to be an easy kill, a helpless foal, no protection, no escape. But now the stallion snorts loudly, pawing at the ground, muscles coiled like a spring ready to explode. His nostrils flare, his ears pin flat against his skull. His body language is clear. He is willing to fight to the death. For a moment, the wolves hesitate. They have brought down large prey before. But horses, especially wild mustangs, are different. Their kicks can crush skulls. Their hooves can slice flesh open with terrifying precision. And worst of all, they don't fight alone. If this stallion belongs to a herd, then the wolves are already too late. Just as the wolves seem to consider retreat, the stallion charges. He explodes forward, his massive hooves thundering against the earth. The lead wolf barely has time to react before the stallion rears up, his front legs lashing out with terrifying force. One strike could kill. The wolves scatter, moving with practiced agility, but the stallion does not let up. He twists, kicking out with his hind legs, narrowly missing one of the smaller wolves. The sheer force of his attack sends dirt flying into the air. The wolves snap their jaws, trying to feint a counterattack, but the stallion does not back down. He spins, blocking their path to the foal, forcing them to reconsider every move. And then, a new sound echoes across the valley, a deep, rhythmic pounding. The stallion's reinforcements have arrived. The herd is coming. Over the hill, more wild mustangs appear, mares and younger stallions galloping at full speed. Their manes whip in the wind, their hooves pounding in perfect unison, a stampede of unstoppable power. The wolves' advantage has vanished. Now they are the ones being hunted. The pack leader snarls in frustration. He knows what this means. They are outnumbered. They are outmatched. And if they don't move fast enough, they will be trampled. The lead wolf lets out a sharp, urgent bark. It is a signal, a final decision. The pack immediately pivots, their lean bodies twisting as they run. Their dark forms vanish into the tall grass, their hunger unfulfilled. The stallion watches them go, his chest rising and falling with deep, steady breaths. He waits, listening to the silence, making sure they do not turn back. They do not. The herd slows, circling protectively around the foal. The mother steps forward, pressing her muzzle against her baby, her relief evident in the way she exhales deeply. The stallion turns toward them. His role is complete. The battle is over. The foal is safe. And in the heart of the wild, where only the strongest survive, the Mustangs have once again proven that together, they are unstoppable. The dust settles and the valley returns to its peaceful rhythm. The wind carries away the scent of battle, and the golden sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the land. The foal, still trembling but alive, stands amidst the herd, surrounded by warmth, strength, and protection. The danger has passed, but something inside the young Mustang has changed forever. The baby Mustang looks around, its wide eyes filled with a mixture of fear and awe. A short while ago, it had been utterly helpless, cornered by death itself. But now, as it gazes at the powerful stallion, the gentle mares, and the herd that rallied to protect it, a new understanding settles deep within. Survival is never just about strength. It's about unity. The foal has seen both sides of nature, the ruthless hunger of the wolves and the unwavering loyalty of its herd. It has felt the cold grip of fear and the reassuring presence of protection. This moment is more than just a battle won. It is a lesson etched into its very being. It will never forget. One day the foal will grow, its legs will become strong, its spirit unbreakable. And when the time comes, it will stand as a protector, just like the stallion, just like the herd. Because in the wild, no creature survives alone. Nature is neither cruel nor kind. It is balanced. The wolves were not evil, they were hungry. The Mustangs did not fight for glory, they fought for family. This is the eternal dance of survival, a delicate yet fierce harmony that has existed long before humans ever set foot on this land. Every creature has a role, every moment a purpose. Life is born, struggles, learns, and fights to live another day. And within this vast, untamed wilderness, there are no villains, only the raw, untamed will to survive. As the foal takes its first steps away from fear and into the embrace of its herd, the world continues on, unchanged yet forever different. The sun dips below the horizon, casting the valley in hues of amber and crimson. The Mustangs move as one, a symbol of resilience, of family, of the unbreakable bond between life and the land. And in the fading light, a single truth lingers. Strength is not just in the body, it is in the heart, in the herd, and in the will to keep running, no matter what stands in the way. As the Mustangs disappear into the horizon, their hooves kicking up the last traces of dust, their story leaves behind a powerful message, one that speaks to all of us. In life, we all face moments of fear, times when we feel small, lost, or powerless. But just like the baby Mustang, we are never truly alone. Strength comes not just from within, but from those who stand beside us, ready to fight for us when we need it most. This story is a testament to the wild, untamed beauty of nature, a reminder that every creature, from the smallest foal to the mightiest stallion, plays a role in the grand design of life. The wolves, the Mustangs, the endless battle between survival and unity. This is nature's way. But in our world today, wild horses face an even greater danger, not from wolves, but from human interference. Many Mustangs are losing their homes, their families, and their freedom. If this story moved you, consider learning more about how you can help protect these incredible creatures. What are your thoughts on this story? Have you ever witnessed something in nature that left you speechless? Let us know in the comments. And if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so more people can experience the incredible stories of animals who fight, survive, and inspire. Because in the end, just like the Mustangs, we are all stronger together.